Hey everybody, welcome back to Dawntrail for the Rite of Succession. Several cutscenes will play in sync, so get ready for this. I've acquired the twins with the city. I've acquainted the twins with the city the best I could in such a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Inevitably, something would catch their eye. Inevitably, something would catch their eye. Spring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly corals. I understand too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then. Now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home, and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Okay. What's Estinian? What the hell, Estinian? I mean, you're supposed to be fighting me, Estinian, not that guy.
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
I guess I'm up next then, eh?
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That would do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Hi. Just do a little wavy
You
emote.
are the strongest
Hi.
I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
Okay, I'm ready. Time to fight.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
So he is literally, he's not even here for anything. He's just like, I'm just going.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Okay.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawn Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the rite is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Oh man.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
What the hell are you even doing here, Estinian? You're not gonna hang out? What the hell? I mean, he's not a part of one of the other people's teams? I'm not gonna get to fight Estinian? Oh, here we go. Here comes Dickbag McGee. This guy sucks. We got the other three there.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise.
And the McCurry didn't have their buddy.
Sorolja. The second promise. Ona.
But that guy ain't got no one. Kona.
The third promise. Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja.
Oh, what a fucking jerk.
You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliola is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamuja at all.
This guy ain't about that, clearly.
So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the One-Head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yoctural and find the City of Gold.
Oh.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
Are you for us proof my unbroken word? For I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola.
Okay.
I traveled the lands of Tural.
Good enough for me. Let's go find it.
And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Where are they off? So the cat must be the brother who went to Charlene, right? Because he's got a machinist gun. So he must have learnt about the machinists while he was there, I guess. Maybe he traveled to Ishgard? Yeah, there's tons of these things. Huh? Oh. They're representations of the tomes. Of the statues that we saw. Okay.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Sure.
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both. But I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of cessation begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave. one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
Yo, Kraus is going for it.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the rite of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
Well, let's get going, I guess.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
I guess we'll hear more about Galuf later. Oh my god. There's so many people.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
That guy
Our third promise is not wont to take
killed my
no for an answer.
talkers. I gotta take him out.
Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Give me a break, dude.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Sure. Thanks, Graha. Made my decision and I mean to see it through.
Is that so?
That's so.
I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Yeah?
Here they come!
It's Zeralja! Such a fearsome mien.
Yeah, he's pretty cool looking.
Mistake. There goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
So he's like in charge of the cops or whatever.
First promise. Our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please.
Zeralja. Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilion's son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Yeah, people seem to like him too.
Zeralja, the first promise and commander of the landscape.
Yeah, he's the leader of the cops, right? Okay.
Zeralja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Zeralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children.
Oh.
Yet Zeralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Okay.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
Yo, they want to... Okay, so they want to take over the land. I'm not sure how it's going to take. Well, it didn't go very well for the Garlemons.
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Zeralja, the warmonger.
Cryle, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zeralja's ambitions.
Uh-oh.
Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Well, this guy's likes too. He hasn't got no one chilling out with him.
Second promise. You must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Alright, fair enough. I like him. He's got a...
Plain spoken, as always.
He's got a good head on him.
That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studium.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice.
Oh?
There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Sharlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
The crowd's roaring more than I thought they would.
Gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Clavans.
Oh, not all of them. Some of them are like, fuck that guy.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyolan. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity. Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise.
That's like his mean Estinian went here.
His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
Where are people going?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself, but one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Where are they all going? What the hell?
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded,
Not
some
many
80
people
years
were
ago,
in it,
this
but
continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
she doesn't need to have many though. She doesn't even have quite a few.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Yo, why are they talking so loud?
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
Wow. Fucking rude.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Yo, man, people are fucking rude as hell. That wasn't very cool at all. Well, so much for a brief union I had in mind. Papa is not going to waste time when it goes to an act. I'm used to it by now, but of course, others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. We all have to work, and we all have to work with our 7 tablets and their connection to the Tullio saga. I suggest first compiling tablets against the pillars. We could check if there are any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go take a look. Okay. Let's go have a look. I mean, the only one that I can think of, that we saw all the different images, right? The only discrepancy that I noticed firsthand that there was only 7 when there's 8 statues. Oh, we did a tune to that thing, right? Come on. Come on. There we go. Ow. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. Should we make a quick detour and attune to this one too? Will that be all of them? No, we ain't got the dirigible landing. Should have got that. Or the crafty one yet. Let's give that a quick little scan. That makes sense. Bookmarks tablets, if you would. Of course. Everyone has a tablet, then let's compare them to respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest of differences. Okay. I don't really see any difference there. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference is that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are refitted. So now that we're established that their scenes are the same, where do we go from here? Dawn 7 said we were to replicate the path he walked in uttering Tullio's peoples. And we would encounter seven Elcors along the way. when we have an answer here in front of us, Power's path is all laid out in the Tulio saga. The events of the glyphs portray, fucking hell. Do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one of them is close, we could go there and search for an Elcor. That would confirm that we were on the right track. Let me think. Lay of Reeds was nearby in Anuhuri settlement. I took me there once during a festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Time to split up, I guess. Before we're going anywhere, we should ask around the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about the storm we passed through at sea. Apparently, it ravaged Yokturel several days ago. Since the roads are not as well paved as the Orzia, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. Information we need. Just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. Off she goes. It would be prudent to ensure that they're prepared for your journey. I'll guide you to accommodations I've arranged. Alright, so I guess it's gonna split the player base time, right? Kind of how in Shadowbringers we had to either go find Alphino or Alizé first. That sort of thing, I would imagine. Yo. That's right, the reservation was under Wuglamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, meet us outside your brave try of terrible reading. Cannot read that. Greetings, visitors to Turiol, and welcome to Flored's Cabins. Wherever you're ready, I will show you to your room. Sure. What's over there? Oh, this is just the innkeep. Shall we go in quick? Do a quick retire and have a little look at our room? Oh, very nice. Look at this. Never-ending journey. It's a wall. Got a glamour dresser, an armoire, comfy feather bed. Look at this. That's a comfy feather bed, is it? It's a feather bed. Feather bed. It's a comfy feather bed. Looks like wood to me with some straw on it. But if you say it's feathers, then who am I to argue? Oh, look at this. This is great. See the city over there? Look. They tried to block it off as much as they could because they knew you wouldn't be able to like see people running around it. Oh, it's nice. I like this. What a fucking in-room. One of the best. I love the openy bit. The open area. It's really nice. Alright, we're ready to choose that one. So over we go. Got ourselves another caster. Choker of casting cell. That's very nice. We're making some money. Always good to prep a few things, I suppose. So. Yeah. Good. Trust you to be the keys to head out, Strife. But where are Orenvale and Uklamat, I wonder? Oh, good. You're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we need information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we were thinking to visit. Okay. I give you credit for taking the initiative at least. What do you mean, at least? I am honored that the third promise would seek my assistance. I am too happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Yeah, these are the Paley, right? I think we were right. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, will there doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently? So I brought these to the two of you. I think it'd been better to give them link pearls when we were on the boat. What's this? Tis called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. So, a handy thing to have. It'll be very useful in our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two friends here. Alright. Turu's saga features a number of Turu clans. Two of them are the Hanu Hanu and the Pele Pele, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought the respective for each. As I mentioned before, Hanu have a very cheerful people who love their festivals, and they make very big their appreciation of the lay of land. Appearance in the lay of reads. They home their village, fucking hell. And their home village, Okahanu, is located in Kozoma Uki. The other, smaller fellow, is of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkupakchia. They appear in the lay of gold and craft of all kinds of marvelous goods. Now, deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put your adventurous instinct to work for us? Pick your destination. Okay, the Rite of Succession. Done. Next time, you can go here, go here. I think we'll go here first. This is the festival place? That sounds like fun, right? We'll go to the festival place. To Kozama Uka, which I also can almost say. Right, we'll do it next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.